Hello, everybody, and welcome into Oakland University for tonight's UPSL matchup between National Soccer and Inter Detroit, live right now on the Prep and Michigan Soccer Network. My name is Jonathan Turner, alongside my broadcast partner, Mr. Steve Besk. It's a cold one here tonight. 80 degrees here last Saturday. We're back in the cold weather again here in Metro Detroit, but a good game here nonetheless, as both these teams coming in off of a one-win game here in this last week.
Yeah, absolutely, and I think both teams are looking to get another 3 points tonight. They've shown they can win some games, and they're going to try to build off that tonight, and look forward to an exciting match tonight, John. Yeah,
Inter Detroit coming off that win last week. It was a 4-1 goal win game for them against Cedars FC, and then obviously the Nationals, that 1-0 win, their first win in club history.
Yeah, I expect a lot of goals, a lot of attacking style play tonight, and we should be in for a good match tonight.
Some new lineups. We'll get into that here on the other side of the break. We want to send this off here with your starting lineups, and national anthem, and a whole bunch of other stuff on the other side of the break. We'll see you back here in just a few moments. Granite City Food and Brewery has 2 Michigan locations in Troy and Northville. Serves made-from-scratch food, brews in-house beer, and even has brunch every Sunday from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. To learn more about their daily specials or to book a private party, visit gcfb.com. Make sure you head over to Granite City in Northville at the corner of 7 Mile and Haggerty, or the Troy location at 16 Mile and I-75.
Kickstart Toddler Soccer is a developmental program that helps turn timid toddlers into confident athletes. It starts here, where our youngest players are learning how to move and control their bodies. At these ages, mom and dad will work on the field with their little one. The curriculum focuses on balance, coordination, following directions, and parallel play. It's okay if it starts off with tears or some hesitation. They're just figuring out their new environment. As they progress through the program, our older age groups will start to learn the basic skills and fundamentals of the game, slowly gaining confidence with the ball at their feet. We are taking registrations right now. With 6 Metro Detroit locations, you can be sure to find one near you. Come join us next session and see what the fun is all about. Check us out at kickstarttoddlersoccer.com and come play with us today.
We begin with your dream, your drive, your grit, the heart and vision of every member of your team. We take it all, and from those threads of greatness, we weave a uniform of a champion. In many ways, our sport is just like yours. We've brought together a team of elite designers. We've put in the time and the sweat, perfecting our craft over 14 years. We've outfitted thousands of teams for thousands of victories, approaching each new project, each new game, like it's the only one we'll ever play. And let's be honest, we've done it all with a quality so unmatched that some can't help but call it perfection. You know, it's more than just a shirt. Look like a champion, play like a champion. A champion powered by the G. Hashtag GBrandUSA. GBrandUSA. Elite design, unmatched quality, American pride. We're proudly made in the USA.
Welcome back into Oakland University, campus of in Rochester Hills, Michigan. Golden Grizzlies play here, and so do the national soccer team, as they play tonight this UPSL League matchup, game number 2 for the Nationals. game number 3 for Inter Detroit. The Nationals last Wednesday, the 20th, had their first win in club history as number 7 Carson Hodgson got the first goal that came in the 73rd minute of that game, Steve. And we look here tonight to see if they can build on that first win, going up against a team in Detroit who's been here for a number of years.
Yeah, and I think we've seen Inter Detroit over a couple of matches, and they provide a lot of different threats on the offensive end. So Nationals are going to have to be tight defensively today. But then we also saw that Nationals were able to produce quite a bit of offense themselves. A lot of chances in their opening game, and I only expect that to improve based on the time that they probably had to build some cohesion within the team. And we should be in for a good one tonight.
That we should. Game number 2 here for the Nationals. Game number 3 for Inter Detroit. Let's take a look at the starting lineups that we can see here tonight, starting with Inter Detroit. What are we going to see tonight for them?
Starting in goal, Josh Pierce. Starting in the back for Inter Detroit is Casey McCarthy, Diego Perez, Brooklyn Lijo, and Davion Page. In the midfield, Tanguy Flanches, Gabe Bylan, Quincy Bowens, and Peyton Trask. And up top for Inter Detroit is Zach Townsend and Marty Alajian.
And starting 11 for the Nationals.
Starting in goal for the Nationals is Xander Heisch. In the back, Tyler Summeth, Andrew Schwartz, Michael Schwartz, and Sean Avery. In the midfield, Adrian Rakipi, Otavio Toluso, Alex Demero, and Borjan Stemenkovic. Up top, John Soltis and Angelo Zambelli.
That's right, and we saw Zambelli last week. He got the start left midfield last week, left forward for the Nationals. Very impressive start for him. Almost had an assist on that goal that was taken away, disallowed properly for the offsides call where Hodgson had that first goal that was disallowed.
Yeah, a lot of attacking play. We saw them attack in different ways, really using the flanks, trying to play balls in and behind. We saw in that first game several offsides decisions, and we kind of boiled that down to a lot of just timing errors, just a little bit communication that was just off, and I expect that to improve tonight. So really expect a lot of attacks tonight out of the Nationals and Inter Detroit.
That's right. UPSL standings as of week 3. Allantia FC Detroit, new to the league this season. They're sitting with 6 points atop the table. Detroit United with that decisive win last week, 5 goals for Inter Detroit in 3rd. Shabib Al-Yemen in that 4th spot. National Soccer in 5th.
Yeah, and we can see goals early and often from Alianza, leading the way with 9 goals scored, and right behind them with Detroit United, putting in 5. So this league's going to be about a lot of goals and getting those 3 points, and it may come down to some goal differentials at some point in the standings. So each team's going to try to maximize every time out what they can put up on that board.
Really excited to see what's going to happen here tonight in this game. We saw, Inter Detroit last Saturday as they took on Cedars FC in that decisive win that they had. We saw Zach Townsend get a brace, 2 goals in that second half that helped them get that win. How is Rick Larson and the Nationals going to be able to contain a player like Townsend tonight and Tanguy Flatches in this lineup?
Well, first and foremost, and I think what we saw in the Nationals from week 1 was that defensive continuity and cohesiveness, as a lot of communication in the backs, switching off on defenders when guys are making runs, trying to pick up, things before they break down. And that's going to be, again, the key tonight. They're going to have to be strong defensively because guys like Townsend are very good up top. He's a key player for Oakland University in the fall, in the college season, and he's been proven that early here in this UPSL season that he's going to be a force to be reckoned with. And they're going to have to keep an eye on him tonight.
We got a lot coming up here on the Michigan Soccer Network and the Prep in regards to Inter Detroit taking on National Soccer here at Oakland University. On the other side of the break, we're going to have the International Walk-On National Anthem. You're watching live soccer coverage on this Saturday evening, the last day of April. We'll be back.
What I could tell right off the start was that they were really about the player. And I just got out of high school, so I was using BB Core bats for the past 3 or 4 years. When y'all came to me, took my advice, trying to figure out what we wanted, what I learned in high school about bats, and what I wish I had, it's really cool to be a part of. I can't remember the last time that I hit balls that far with a BB Corbett or as hard. Definitely the best BB Corbett I've ever swung in my life. And I've swung plenty of BB Corbett's. The numbers can prove it too, because the numbers that I was getting on my exit velos and the distance, I really didn't get close to that in some of the other BB Corbett's. Yeah, just overall, it's been really fun. Know that you were a part of it and that a lot of kids are going to love to use it. Yeah, super excited.
Back with the best broadcast team in the business, the Prep, on the Michigan Soccer Network, alongside my broadcast partner, Mr. Steve Besk. My name's Jonathan Turner, as we watch the International Walk-On, something that you will see later this fall during the World Cup.
Yeah, the World Cup will be this fall, actually starting the week of Thanksgiving.
That's right.
The Monday of Thanksgiving, which kicks off a great week of sports.
Yeah, that's right.
Soccer into Turkey Day football into more soccer.
That's right. That's right.
Our referees for tonight. Our center official is Mr. Jeremy Valentine. Our assistant referees are Kira Vandebonken and Jenna Livingston. And our fourth official tonight is Mr. Mark Schultes.
Got one of the most difficult jobs in the business, the referees. Some we'll touch on a little bit here tonight as we continue to talk about good sportsmanship as part of soccer, and not just soccer, but all sports across the United States of America and the world. It's how we can all be a little better at these games.
And for those interested, if you would like to get involved, please visit michiganrefs.org, where you can find all information to get involved, to sign up, and to become a referee. And there are plenty of games and teams out there always looking for referees.
That is right. Both you and I, Steve, I'm still considered a certified referee on some level. You are definitely.
That am I, yes, yep. Yep, had a couple this morning.
As we are awaiting the start of the national anthem.
Hopefully, soon.
As the crowd looks to us as if we are somehow the solution to that problem.
And it looks like we're going to forego the anthem.
We're going to forego
things off.
Don't blame the broadcast team.
Here on the 42nd day of March.
As it was just announced in the booth. I was wrong with my assessment of April 30th, as it is currently 55 degrees outside, partly cloudy. It's not a bad night for soccer, as the captains will honor a coin toss at midfield. Tonight, the Nationals will be the all-blue kits. Inter Detroit in all-white kits. Makes things a little easier when they're not wearing the mixed kits. Right, Steve?
Yeah, much easier. No red turf. Nobody out there hiding on us. We got a nice traditional green pitch. White and blue teams, black officials. Looks very clean out there. Nice look by all three teams, actually.
That is right, as we're going to see a switch here of the sides. Looks as though our national soccer will be in all blue kits going left to right on your screen, and in all white kits, Inter Detroit will go right to left. About to get things underway here. 90-minute game, 45-minute halves. Clock counts up in soccer, Steve, as we always make sure we want to inform our fans and audience that if you haven't watched the game before, this is how it works. Don't forget to make sure you comment early and often during this game. We like to engage with you, our viewers. We are not like your typical broadcast. We'd love to be able to
engage with you. So ask away. We've had people ask us our predictions, things like that.
Want to get those out of the way now?
Yes, my prediction is the National Soccer wins this one 2-0.
2-0.
2-0 is my scoreline. As you can see, Rick Larson, first-year coach here for National Soccer. He's UPSL side.
I'm going to go 3-1 Nationals.
3-1 Nationals. You heard it. You heard it right first here on. And we are underway at Oakland University. Game number 2 for the National Soccer. Ball swings out to Avery. Sean Avery, first time we've called his name this season.
Not the hockey player.
Not the hockey player. Played long to Soltis, and that's chested down, and that's Trask who goes down. The first foul of the game. Compliments to the Nationals. Things we'll see here early on, Steve, in a game like this is just these two teams figuring out what they want to accomplish. We've had a chance to talk to both Rick Larson and Ryan Rowe, head coach of Inter Detroit. Larson, the head coach of the Nationals. Both coaches are optimistic about this one.
Yeah, and I think both teams have every right to be. You know, they both have played games where they've found the back of the net. They've found played some good attacking football, and you know, it's another chance tonight to prove that and try to go win 3 points. And I don't expect anything less from both teams tonight. I think both teams will really try to exploit some weaknesses in the other sides, and we'll see how long it takes to try to figure those things out here in the first few minutes.
All just kind of bouncing around right now in the midfield. It's given away by Avery to Townsend. He's dangerous. Oak University student athlete and player. Townsend got that brace last week against Cedars FC last Saturday night. As he's inside towards the end line, ball comes in and Heisch makes the save. First save of the night for him.
National's going to have to be careful with Townsend there up on the left flank. He's a very dangerous player, can carry the ball well into space, can really drive that ball towards the net, and he's going to be a problem tonight if they don't put a body on him, if they don't have a mark on him and aware where he is at all times tonight.
Townsend's a first-team All-State from 2020, All-State honorable mention in 2019 from Oxford, Michigan, 6'3", 210 pounds. Plays his college ball right here on the campus of Oakland University. Over the top for Townsend. That's the first offside decision of the evening.
Good recognition there from the back line for National to step. Not sure exactly where the communication came from. Likely the center backs, but you could see they all moved up kind of at once there. It was good recognition and pulled Townsend offside.
Heisch play this long, looking for Soltis. Goes in for the win, and I'm going to say it went off of an Inter Detroit head, and did. UPSL soccer substitutions. You'll have 20 total players on your bench, 5 staff members. 7 subs are allowed in the game. Once you come off, you are off. Avery, sorry, that's actually Michael Schwartz. Apologize, that's Avery. As he plays it to Zambelli, puts the ball inside the 6 and right in the arms of Josh Price. Pierce. My apologies. It's a typo on my sheet. Plays his college ball under Rick Larson's tutelage. Ball over the top by Marty Legion. And that's out for a goal kick. I want to thank you all for tuning in here on this Saturday evening, last day of April. For live soccer coverage here, presented by the Prep on the Michigan Soccer Network. Last night we had a chance to call a high school soccer game out at Orchard Lake St. Mary's. Orchard Lake St. Mary's is just a power to be reckoned with right now. First year program, scored 8 goals, have mercied 5 out of their 6 opponents. Won last night with ease.
Yeah, Keith Jeffrey, the head coach over there, has been really rallying these girls. A young squad of just freshmen and sophomores, off to an early 6-0 start in the Catholic League, taking down defending champs Cardinal Mooney last night, and looking to cement their spot atop the Catholic League standings.
Ball over the top. Soltis runs onto it on the far side there. McCarthy takes him down. Referee says nothing doing and keep playing. Hey, welcome to the big league, says the referee.
Yeah, the contact did look a little minimal, and he was right there on top of it. Felt there was nothing much there and waved the player off.
Davion Page now receives this as finds Brandon Leho, left back. There's Trask that lost that, and now here come the Nationals. Those at home that don't know this, most goals in soccer come in transition. When a team has the ball and give it up. Matter of fact, 80% of goals are scored in transition. The goals that are scored, 80% of them are done in transition. Another big stat that you didn't know, 40% of all goals that are scored come off set pieces.
76.3% of stats are all made up.
Chuckle at the peanut gallery. Chuckle away.
You may be right, but to be fair, I'm not sure where we got the data from, but I'll support you, John.
Hey, everything on Google is true.
Abe Lincoln said so.
Gotta have fun while you're doing this. If you're not, then.
If I get Chad laughing, I know I'm doing,
Schwartz
doing all right.
almost loses that one, able to recover, looking out wide for Avery, he finds him. Both teams right now, really not much going on, most of the action in the middle of the park.
A lot of patience from both sides, trying to feel each other out, trying to find those pockets of space, trying to find where they can attack best at. We saw an early chance for Townsend. We saw another chance from Avery. Nothing too dangerous, but each team really just trying to figure out, solve those little puzzles on the pitch and trying to find the spaces to move and to work within.
Deluso put it over the top, and now Demereau inside the 18, down to the end line, earns a corner. First corner of the match for either side.
See National sending two guys over. They may look to play short here.
That they do. Ball, look like they might be bringing it in. And there goes Toulouse. And then given away as that's Diego Perez, the right back. And it swings all the way back to Heist, a goalkeeper for the Nationals. Big game for him last week, earning the clean sheet. He was definitely in the conversation for player of the game.
Yeah, I thought he had a real big game, made some crucial saves in some big moments, keep his team in the game.
It's a good ball.
Kind of like we saw last night with one of the goalkeepers in the Orchard Lake St. Mary's game. Keeper for Orchard Lake made a big save early and often, and that kind of kept them in the game at first when they could have gone down 1-0. They go on to win 8-0, but that game is completely different if you go down 1-0 to start.
No question is Nationals continue to maintain possession here early on. 9th minute. Ball over the top, looking for Soltis. As Page and Soltis fight there, and that's going to go out for a goal kick.
John, how do you feel about seeing more of these teams play shorter out of the back on those goal kicks, as you see so often now?
You know, the new rule has obviously changed the way goal kicks have been. They used to be 50-50 balls, right? You're playing a ball up, and there's an opportunity for concussions and injuries and elbows be flying, especially later in matches. It was also an opportunity for teams to delay the game later in games. So I think it's really allowed the game to open up. The ball over the top in for Demereau. Offsides is called. As you can hear the unhappiness of the National sideline.
It looked like Demereau had just broke that back line of the second to last defender there just before the ball got played. It was a close call, but it did look that he had just appeared to be on the backside of that defender and be just offside. the assistant was right there, even with the defender. So I know she had probably the better look of anybody, as we're on a little bit of an angle from up here in the booth.
Leho here on the near side. Outside here for Algizian. Puts the ball inside, and that's headed up and now cleared out. Top of the 18. Zambelli brings it in, finds Demro. He goes down. That's a foul. Ball switched far side. Tyler Summeth. Summerth's from Rochester Hills, Michigan, so he's playing in his neck of the woods. He goes to Schoolcraft College. As Zambelli makes a great run. And the ball get there from Swartz, and it just goes wide. Good run from him.
Yeah, it was a better movement there. Zambelli made a good run in behind, knew he'd be onside, timed his run beautifully. Just a little bit too much pace on it, and the ball went out, but good opening movement here from Nationals early on.
Ball goes back to Pierce. As Inter Detroit will swing this around through their back line, building out of the back, as what even me as a coach likes to see from my team. Nothing better and more beautiful than a goal that's built from your goalkeeper all the way to your top line.
It does look good, but they all do count the same. So
that is true.
One pass or 30.
Well said.
One goal's one goal.
Well, Steve just contradicting everything I say tonight.
Got to keep you on your toes tonight, John.
I told you I didn't get my nap in, man. This is my third game of the day.
No home runs tonight.
No home runs tonight. That's right. As Marty got Townsend running in the center. Swartz there knocks it out, as he should in that situation. Throw in coming for Detroit. Flatches goes down. Foul called. Dangerous free kick opportunity now coming up here about 30 yards or so from goal.
Yeah, we've seen Flatches in a couple of different games, and again, takes a touch, tries to get around the defender, feels the body, goes down and wins his team a free kick here in a dangerous area. Like I said, we've seen Flatches in a couple other games be very dangerous, and he's a key piece for Inter Detroit, and here winning his team a free kick and a good opportunity to go in on goal.
So four-man wall as Heiss sets his wall. McCarthy looking to take it, but Bylon. Shot coming, hits the wall. The ball put back in, far post. Now cleared up and out of danger. And Tyler Summeth, the left back. Shot from distance, and that's going to go wide. An ambitious shot at that.
I believe that was Gabe Bylon on the shot. Actually a decent effort. Caught the ball on the half volley. Tried to catch Heiss, maybe not paying as close of attention, but couldn't put the shot on frame.
Now Inter Detroit will swing this around their back line, finding Page. From what we talked about, if both these teams, obviously they're finding their ways right now in this one. Are you seeing anything different than what we were thinking about as this game started?
No, I think both teams are definitely creating opportunities. Maybe not as many as we would have thought we would have seen maybe early on, the first 10, 15 here, but opportunities nonetheless. Both teams are being a little bit patient. We've seen a lot of possession, a lot of defensive possession in their own third, really just trying to find the runs, find the pockets of space, and that's sometimes what to be expected in games like this.
Demro will bring this in, finds Avery. Avery over the top, inside the 18. Out comes Pierce. It's an easy grab for him.
I think the one consistent has been actually both sides' defensive continuity. Very limited chances, tight lines, high lines, getting some offsides decisions, keepers off their line. really shortening this game. As you can see right now, this game is a 20 to 30-yard game between the lines, with how tight both back lines and how high they are playing right now.
No question, as this ball goes all the way back to Andrew Schwartz. Haven't called Borhan Stankovic's name yet tonight, but he had a touch there. Near side now, Sean Avery. To Zambelli. And over the top to nobody. And right into the arms, or feet, that matter, of Josh Pierce. I was awfully assumptive with that ball, wasn't I?
He was definitely comfortable with it, that's for sure.
No question.
You know, what we expected to see out of Inter Detroit tonight was a little bit more of maybe attacking over the top, maybe trying to play in the channels even if it was on the ground through Townsend. But right now we're not seeing that movement up top from Inter Detroit. They're not making those runs, creating that space and forcing anything from the Nationals back line to have to worry about at this moment.
16th minute. 0-0 game. You're watching live soccer coverage, UPSL League play. National Soccer hosting Inter Detroit on the campus of Oakland University in Rochester Hills, Michigan. We appreciate you tuning in here this Saturday evening, last day of April. Perez was looking there for Townsend. And now Soltis on the far side. McCarthy there to defend. Running in is Schwartz. Pierce comes out and able to grab that. Watching a center back run 90 yards like that, it's fun to see. Now Tyler Summel brings this down.
And what we're seeing early here is Nationals are having a little bit of success because there's just a lack of tracking from Inter Detroit up and down some of the flanks, and they're able to kind of slot some of those balls in and create some offensive opportunities. And I expect the more that we see, the Nationals will get more and more opportunities in on goal.
Stenterkick looking there for Zambelli and just goes beyond him, and Pierce will just roll this, lay this off to Page. Good play there by Michael Schwartz. Townsend was waiting for that one to come to him, and Schwartz just stepped in and looking over the top there. Toulouse, as now Michael Schwartz is up top. Another center back up top now as he rolls back to his center back position. Toulouse from distance, the deflection. It's going to go off for a corner.
Good little individual set, little combination play there near the top of the box. Gets a shot, Toulouse in, and nice little 1-2 there. Gets a shot from distance, goes off the defender, out for a corner.
Yeah, I mean, anything can happen at the top of the 18 like that, can go off of a player like you just saw there, and it can find its way into the back of the net. Probably the best opportunity of the night so far here for the Nationals. Corner comes in, it's long. Schwartz got up high on that one.
Yeah, he picked him out. I'm sure he wishes he could have done a little bit better there and put that header on frame, forcing the goalkeeper to at least have to make a save. But another opportunity for Nationals, and they can definitely be happy with them creating those chances. And I'm sure they'll now just really concentrate on trying to get some of these on frame.
Now Page finds Leho near side. So far, they've not been really effective in the attacking third. They move the ball around a little bit here in the middle of the park. But the Nationals have been able to close them down pretty quickly. Rukapi plays that all the way back to one of the Schwartz brothers. Andrew and Michael Schwartz are the back line, the center backs here tonight for the Nationals. Michael Schwartz wearing the captain band. as Zambelli, 8 versus 8. Zambelli and Trask. That ball's almost given away. Demeraux to Lusso. Broken up. Don't forget, make sure you comment. Let us know you're there. We want to hear from you. What are your predictions in tonight's game? We said 2-0 is what I said, 2-0. Steve, you said 3-1 in favor of Nationals.
Did. Not looking good so far. No goals yet, but plenty of time left here to get that 4-goal mark.
The reality is all you need is one.
Yeah.
One more than the other. That's the reality. That's the beauty of sports, is you just need one more than the other.
The 1-0 victory counts just the same as an 8-0 victory.
That is right. You might get out there earlier, though, depending on what level you're playing in, right?
Thank you to those Orchard Lake St. Mary's girls getting us out early yesterday.
Yep. Oh, as that was a misplay there by Soltis to Zambelli, and throw-in coming for Leho. Just miscommunication. When we talk about this, at least last week, the Nationals didn't have a lot of pre-training leading up to that game. They've had a few training sessions since then, but a lot of these players are coming in and they're still in school, finishing up their college semesters. I mean, today, as a foul by Avery, lazy tackle from him. But today, for a matter of fact, graduation for the Golden Grizzlies here on the campus of Oakland University. A lot of colleges across the United States were having their graduation ceremonies, their spring ceremonies this weekend. 22nd minute. 0-0 is your score, as they say across the pond. 0-0.
Lovely ball over top for Perez.
Yeah, it is. He's got Townsend inside the 6. Ball all the way to Bylon, number 18 for Inter Detroit. Out wide to Leho. Swings this in. That's headed out by Mikey Swartz. Got to get some kudos to our production team. We're upstairs in an open press box tonight. The wind is coming through at a pretty good clip. And we have no protection from the elements outside of, just a little covering over our heads here. Windy.
It's a chilly one tonight.
Good crowd on hand here tonight. Might not be able to see it from where we are, but there's a good amount of people down below. Crowd still rolling in here at Oakland. It's Townsend now, top of the 18. Shot might come, blocked by Andrew Swartz, and then that's misplayed by Mikey Swartz. Referee is saying no doing there. His arm was tucked inside.
And this is one of those new guides to the referees. A ball that, his arm was against his body in a normal position. The ball takes a funny bounce off the ground, comes up and plays his arm. There was no intent to play the ball. There was no deliberate playing of the ball there. And so rightfully the referee said, no handling violation, play on.
Ball swings all the way far side to Perez, the right back for Inter Detroit. Then Trask will swing this to his center back, Davion Page. First time we've called his name this season. Page is from Detroit, Michigan, goes to Schoolcraft. Bylon looking there for Townsend and cleared up to Soltis. Soltis out wide. Good tackle by Perez. Rupke was a nice little one-touch knock there out wide. Demeraux there on Page's back. Oh, Demeraux gets it. Now inside the 18, heavy touch. Shot coming. Oh, what a sliding save there by McCarthy to save that clear shot on goal.
Yeah, it was a good job from McCarthy there to recognize that Demeraux was going to get in. As we'll see here, makes a great individual effort. But you see McCarthy come in, sliding across, get a foot on it. Wonderful defensive play from McCarthy. Comes in, gets the block, pulls his foot out as well, too. Very smart of him to ensure there was no late contact, to give the referee any reason to give anything there. Great defensive play from Inter Detroit.
Corner comes in. Intended there for Soltis. Detroit now has the ball, but given away. Now Summit, the far side, looking to put a cross in, possibly finds Demeraux down by the end line. Good move by Demeraux, still inside, move to Zambelli, shot saved, and goes in! Zambelli with the first goal of the evening, coming here in the 25th minute, assisted there by Demeraux, Alex Demeraux.
Great individual work from Demeraux on the end line to win the ball back, to keep the ball in, and then he rightfully slides the ball back across up top, finds Zambelli. Zambelli does right, he puts it on frame, and the ball trickles in. Pierce made a good effort. As we can see here, Demeraux, wonderful to cut the ball back, finds Zambelli unmarked right outside the top of the 6, and he tucks it home. 1-0 to the Nationals.
You know, Pierce got a touch of that, but just wasn't able to get a good chunk of it, and that goes right in. 1-0 now.
Well, as you know, John, as a former goalkeeper, Pierce had to watch that near side post, couldn't let anything happen there. Ball gets slotted across, and he's got to rely on his defenders there to have Zambelli covered, and he didn't. They weren't. No one was there to cover Zambelli. He was left alone, and too many times a guy with his qualities, Zambelli's going to find the back of the net there from that distance.
So 1-0 is the score as Nationals go up in that 25th minute goal, assisted by Alex Demeraux as Sean Avery looking to go far side, and McCarty will head that out. Oh, given away. Toluso. Page is able to defend that and win the ball back for Inter Detroit. The Nationals keep coming.
Yeah, like we talked about from the open, we thought they were going to be a team that was going to create opportunities, going to be on the front foot. I think when we talked to Coach Rick Larson, he talked about that. You know, it was something that they wanted to bring to each and every game, is make sure that the opponent has to respect them from a defensive side, and I think they're showing that early and often here tonight.
Good idea there from Byline, looking for number 16, Quincy Bowens, broken up successfully by the Nationals. Now Zambelli has his near side. Again, Nationals in all blue kits going left to right on your screen. Inter Detroit in all white, going right to left. Zambelli, good ball into Soltis. To Toluso. Toluso is taken down. They're going to call a foul. It's 2v1 there. You'd think that if they just hold their line a little bit, hold their position, then they wouldn't have to foul Toluso there, but they did.
Yeah, you know, and that's just being a little bit more committed defending, you know, having a little bit better of a plan there. It's just a silly challenge to go in. No need to go in there, given the numbers, given how wide it was on the pitch, really not in a danger area. But now there'll be a dangerous ball whipped in here from Nationals.
Yeah, Zambelli with stand over the ball right into Pierce. Gets a touch on it. Rebound is then cleared out by Gabe Bylon. Quincy Bowen finds Townsend. Got Marty wide open here on the near side, just not able to get it to him. The Swartz brothers doing a good job of holding this defensive line for the Nationals. Looking good here in their second game is Soltis. Finds Demeraux. Demeraux had an assist here a few moments ago inside the box. Page is able to clear it up. Summit. And cleared out by McCarthy.
You can see there, even upon Inter Detroit's clearance, only Zach Townsend up top. Still 9 guys behind the ball for Inter Detroit. And unless they're going to be able to push those guys up and really start to shorten that gap between the lines, Nationals are going to have the numbers. They're going to be able to win the ball back and put Inter Detroit back on their heels and have to defend more and more throughout the rest of this half.
Now Toluso collects this. Looking for Soltis. He's on. Macari there to defend as well as Perez. Oh, good ball there. Good idea from Zambelli. Just a little bit too much. Just Pierce is able to collect that one, but the pressure continues here for the Nationals on Inter Detroit.
Yeah, and Pierce does a good job there collecting the ball. Ball was maybe just a little bit overplayed there from Zambelli, but another good look of creative movement from Nationals, and we've seen that consistently from the 2 games so far, and that's how they're definitely going to create chances throughout the season.
Inter Detroit here still trying to find a way to get through this back line of the Nationals. As Perez now on the far side, up the sideline, looking to put the ball in.
Inter Detroit has found some success with that right side through Diego Perez, coming up out of that right wing, right back spot. Hasn't able to find a target upon whipping the balls in, and it really breaks down to a lack of movement up top for Inter Detroit. In the midfield, a little bit of movement, but when they're getting to the attacking end, John, you're just not seeing any creative movement at all, and you're resulting in having to defend more because Nationals are just winning it back.
No question about that.
Last time we saw Nationals, Coach Rick Larson was definitely, remember he was preaching from the sidelines, intercept, really forcing his guys to try to find those passing lanes to get the ball back, and they've been doing that tonight where even when they have given the ball back, they're winning the ball back within a few touches.
And allowing players like Andrew and Mike Schwartz, who are playing center back, to get high in transition is also a difference maker. You don't typically see your center backs getting high. But here he's got Sean Avery, top of the 18. He poked away. And then Marty, number 30 for Detroit, unable to collect that, go off for a throw-in.
No, absolutely. I think when you see the flexibility and the confidence within the team to allow those center backs to make that run and have cover, provides a different attacking option that teams have to worry about and defend.
Good combination play from Inter Detroit. Those last few passes is Leho here on the near side has the ball. Trask will switch the point of attack all the way far side there to Diego Perez. Sean Avery will collect it here near side. You're watching live soccer right now on the Michigan Soccer Network and the Prep. Alongside my broadcast partner, Steve Besk. My name is Jonathan Turner, bringing you all the action here this Saturday evening, last day of April. I'm going to keep saying it because it doesn't seem real.
We had about 1 or 2 days this month that felt like it was an April day. Besides that, this was just an extended month of March.
That is right. So we've heard 42 days of March, is what somebody said earlier. Ball was thrown by Avery and Soltis. He went down. The differences between this game and what we saw last night, just in the space in the middle of the park, is significant, Steve.
Yeah, and I think that really shows the difference between, what the higher levels really require. It requires movement from all the players on the pitch. So even though maybe the ball's in the back and you're not involved, the other end of the field has to do their part, and whether that means stepping up or checking back to the ball and limiting those spaces in between the lines.
No question is, Zach Townsend so far tonight has been ineffective. Not saying that he isn't playing well, but he just hasn't had an opportunity to get the touches on the ball that can make him an integral part of this game. Kudos to the back line and defensive line of the Nationals keeping him under wraps so far. As Perez on the far side Finds Quincy Bowens. Now Flatches. Actually a late addition as Gavin Brose was supposed to get the start, but he under the weather tonight, so he's a new addition here to the starting lineup tonight for Inter Detroit. As McCarthy looks over for Bowens. Out comes Heiss. Bowens gets a touch. Open goal, and he misses it.
Blown opportunity there. Makes the great touch in and around the goalkeeper. Just needed to take an extra seconds of patience. Buried in the open net. Yeah, he tried to rush it and puts it just wide. See, great touch there past the goalkeeper. And tried to cut it back, and he knew immediately upon his touch that he had put it wide.
You can't say enough about that beautiful ball, though, by Casey McCarthy. Put that ball over the top into Quincy Bowens right at his feet, man. I mean, just a great ball.
Yeah, it was a lovely ball in, and probably the best opportunity we've seen so far from Inter Detroit. Back to your point, you know, we talked about how can Inter Detroit get Zach Townsend involved in the game. He was involved in the first, opening minutes, couple opportunities, and then they've really kind of gone away from finding ways to get him the ball.
Leho, they might get some momentum shift here off that pass and just miss, but Flatches now has it. Swings this far side to Perez. Might be using Townsend 2 more as a decoy, having him check down in order to create some space and send players with him, which would then open up other opportunities for other players as well, Steve.
Yeah, absolutely. They showed in the first 15-20 really trying to find him through balls whipped in off some crosses and some just not well played balls that didn't find him. And so as a striker, I can imagine that frustration starts to build, not getting the ball, not getting those touches, and he's a guy that needs to get the ball, take the ball on the dribble, drive towards goal, and they got to find ways to get him the ball, and whether that's, like you said, checking back to the ball or maybe being a decoy to get others involved, but they need to find some more attack, and it should be through Townsend with his pedigree.
So Byline now has the ball, looking for Leho. Can collect it, unable to do so. Go out for a goal kick. 37th minute, 1-0 is your score. Goal coming in the 25th minute off the foot of Angelo Zambelli from none other than Alex Demro. And that's how this game stands right now, as you see Rick Larson, the head coach of the Nationals. Ball's back in play.
Can definitely feel a little uptick here from Inter Detroit since that opportunity.
For sure. Is this out to Bowens on the far side? Tyler Summel will come over to defend for the Nationals. Ball comes in right to Avery. He heads it out, and that was dangerous. Ball comes back in from Leho to Townsend, headed out by Swartz. Byline to Leho. Pressure coming here from Inter Detroit as Leho inside the 18. Saved by Heiss. Header missed opportunity, but they're going to say it was out.
Yeah, a good effort again from Inter Detroit. Leho couldn't quite save it over the end line there. That's where right there is where the referee had flagged that the ball went out. But a good effort from Leho to get that ball back across and to find the head of Bowens. Would not have counted as the ball did go out, but again, another opportunity for Inter Detroit, who really started to come along here in the last 2-3 minutes here in the first half.
Ball's back in play. No comments so far, as my producer is saying. I'm not sure if he's mad at me. We're trying. We said put some comments and let us know you're there. We appreciate the comments. It's awfully quiet here on this Saturday evening. 7:30 start. Figured you'd all be at home enjoying a nice hot cup of coffee or hot chocolate while watching this. Oh, what do you think, Steve? There's Demro here on the near side. Ball finds its way to Soltis. It's Toulouso. Good move by him inside the 18. Zambelli with a shot, and that's going to go up and over, not even close. Give him credit for the goal he scored, but not on that one.
Yeah, he tried to get around on it on the half volley and just didn't get the right contact on the foot. But another great movement on the near side here from Demeraux to find Toluso. Toluso then some nice individual one-on-one, gets the ball across, and the loose ball finds Zambelli for a shot. Unfortunately, doesn't put it on frame, but another opportunity for Nationals to build off here. As Liho here will stretch it.
Yeah, he does. And there's Marty down to the end line, puts it across in the arms of Heisch.
Inter Detroit has found some success through Marty Alajajian through the sides, or Bylon here through the left side, or Liho attacking the right box of Nationals. They have created a little bit of space. Nothing too dangerous on goal that Heisch has had to worry about, but a little bit of momentum switch here for Inter Detroit.
Demeraux will collect this. Finds Michael Swartz on the near side here. 41st minute. A 1-0 ball game. Still in baseball mode from earlier today. More like soccer game. I don't know why I said ball game.
That brings us to the end of the third inning.
Zambelli with a home run. No. My apologies to those of you at home, or on your phone for that matter. As Page will collect this for Detroit. Demeraux comes in, wins the ball. I like the way Demeraux's playing. He's physical, he's hard worker. His ball go out now for a throw, and he's not happy about that.
He's done a good job tonight of staying with balls that might go out of bounds, staying with, winning a ball just before going out, creating an extra chance. Been very integral in the attack for Nationals tonight.
Toluso is going to earn himself a corner. That's a third one of the game here for the Nationals. Want to remind everybody that June 11th and 12th, National Soccer will host its tryouts right here at Oak University and 11 other locations around Michigan. Brand new location will be opening up in Clawson. As Zambelli puts a ball in, and Pierce, that was a dangerous one. So for more information, just head over to Nationals Soccer. I believe it's .com, right? I get that right. I get that one wrong. As Liho will be able to save this one and keep it in play as he finds Marty, top of the 18. Bender, far post, and he finds the goal. Notches this one up, one apiece. Liho to Marty, an in-swinger.
A great finish, again, attacking that left flank. Liho stretches the field, finds the trailing Marty, takes one touch here, sets up his defender, and we see whips one to the backside, and no chance there for Heisch. May have had a little bit of screen, but all the praise there to Marty for an excellent finish, and we're tied up at 1.
That's right. 1-1 now, the score. Want to make sure I gave you the right readout here as far as, I believe it's nationalsoccer.com. 1-1 in the 44th minute. That goal from Marty Aligian, assisted by Brooklyn Liho. Soltis comes in, and that will deflect off him and into the arms of Pierce.
Your 2-0 prediction is shot.
I know it is. Thank you for
my 3-1 prediction is alive.
That it is. I was right, by the way. Nationalsoccer.com.
Great tracking back there from Perez. We've said his name often here today, more times than not on the offensive end, but a good job there for him to track back and win the ball back.
Got a great comment coming in from August Guy. Went to high school and played with Alex Demro. Overall, great guy.
We love great guys.
We do.
Great guy.
I mean, you're a great guy.
You're a great guy, John.
I got my moments.
Don't we all? I'm sure if you asked your wife or my girlfriend, I'm sure they would have plenty of moments that they said we weren't great guys.
I don't know. I think my wife will say nice things about me. Otherwise, it makes her look bad. She's with me.
Yeah.
I mean, it's.
What are you doing when you're not so great guy?
My point exactly. This Townsend will bring this down. We have 2 minutes of added time. Marty, the goal scorer from a few moments ago, still has it. Top across the 18, and that's won by the Nationals. Toulouseau finds Demeraux. In comes McCarty to clear it up. He goes down. A foul will be called.
Smart play there from McCarthy. He knew there might be just a little bit of contact there, and he made sure that, just a little arm extended there. Made the most of it, and won his team a free kick defensively. Ever since that missed opportunity from Quincy Bowens, despite that missed opportunity for Inter Detroit, they've been on the front foot here the last 5-10 minutes of the half, and they found a way to get back into this game and to even things up.
And your prediction still is alive and well. As Demeraux here on the near side. 1 minute to go here in stoppage time. A ball there into Soltis, and offsides is called. As you can hear I would say the encouraging words from the crowd to the call that was just made there by our assistant referee.
Yeah, another tight decision. Nifty ball played in, but I think you could see it's tough there on the replay, but the attacker was just behind the second to last defender there, being in an offside position. Good call there from our assistant.
And that'll do it here for that first half. A 1-1 soccer game here on the campus of Oakland University. National Soccer scored first in the 25th minute off of Angelo Zambelli, and then Inter Detroit notched it up 1 apiece off that great goal from Marty Alagian to make this a 1-1 game. We're going to send it to the break. We're going to see on the other side. You're watching live soccer on the Michigan Soccer Network.
Hey moms and dads, are you looking for a program to keep your toddler active this winter? Kickstart Toddler Soccer is the perfect cure for the winter blues. And now you can find us at the amazing Legacy 925 Center, located in the heart of Oxford, Michigan. Check us out at kickstarttoddlersoccer.com and come play with us today.
Granite City Food and Brewery has 2 Michigan locations in Troy and Northville. Serves made-from-scratch food, brews in-house beer, and even has brunch every Sunday from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. To learn more about their daily specials or to book a private party, visit gcfb.com. Make sure you head over to Granite City in Northville at the corner of 7 Mile and Haggerty, or the Troy location at 16 Mile and I-75.
We begin with your dream, your drive, your grit, the heart and vision of every member of your team. We take it all, and from those threads of greatness, we weave a uniform of a champion. In many ways, our sport is just like yours. We've brought together a team of elite designers. We've put in the time and the sweat, perfecting our craft over 14 years. We've outfitted thousands of teams for thousands of victories, approaching each new project, each new game, like it's the only one we'll ever play. And let's be honest, we've done it all with a quality so unmatched that some can't help but call it perfection. You know, it's more than just a shirt. Look like a champion, play like a champion. A champion powered by the G. Hashtag GBrandUSA. GBrandUSA. Elite design, unmatched quality, American pride. We're proudly made in the USA.
Pure Barre is a full-body workout that transforms you, physically and mentally. Our musically driven group classes focus on low-impact, small movements that strengthen and tone your entire body in 50 minutes or less. Anyone is capable of taking Pure Barre, no matter your age or fitness level, and no dance experience is required. Arrive at the studio 10 to 15 minutes before class begins so we can check you in. Wear something you can move comfortably in. We suggest leggings or long pants and a workout top. You'll also need a pair of sticky socks to keep your feet from sliding during class. If you need sticky socks, you can pick some up at the studio. Before class, grab a ball, tube, and a light set of weights. Right from the start, you connect to the beat. Class begins with a warm-up, then your teacher will guide you through arm work using the light weights. After that, you'll make your way over to the bar, where you'll work your thighs, then your seat, and finally your abs. You'll finish your workout with a cool down to stretch your muscles. Something you'll hear often in class is a tuck. A tuck is a movement that involves contracting the abs while rotating your hips forward and up to elongate your spine. One of the biggest benefits of Pure Barre are the small, controlled movements in class. When you hear your teacher say pulse or down an inch, up an inch, that literally means just 1 inch, the size of a paperclip. This is important because with Pure Barre, the smaller the movement, the bigger the change in your muscles. Your first class will move quickly and it will be challenging, but your teacher will be right there beside you and can help you modify the workout throughout the class. After 3 to 4 classes, you'll start to get comfortable with the flow. And after 8 to 10 classes, you can see results. Our teachers and our community will support you along the way. Pure Barre is about rising above who you were yesterday and building a stronger version of yourself today. Precise, strong, balanced, inspired. This is Pure Barre.
Welcome back into Oakland University. We got a good one here. 1-1 is the score. UPSL League matchups, Midwest East Conference, right here on the Michigan Soccer Network. Got a lot of things coming up here on the other side of the break. Second half action. We're also going to announce the goal of the week and all the voting that took place here this past week. So we'll see you here on the flip side of this break. You're watching live soccer on the Michigan Soccer Network.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 300,000 participants here in Michigan who take part in high school sports.
Granite City Food and Brewery has 2 Michigan locations in Troy and Northville. Serves made-from-scratch food, brews in-house beer, and even has brunch every Sunday from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. To learn more about their daily specials or to book a private party, visit gcfb.com. Make sure you head over to Granite City in Northville at the corner of 7 Mile and Haggerty, or the Troy location at 16 Mile and I-75.
What I could tell right off the start was that they were really about the player, and I just got out of high school, so I was using BB Corps bats for the past 3 or 4 years. When y'all came to me, like, took my advice, trying to figure out like what we wanted, what I learned in high school about bats, and what I wish I had, it's like really cool to be a part of. I can't remember the last time that I hit balls that far with a BB Corps bat or as hard. Definitely the best BB Corps bat I've ever swung in my life. And I've swung plenty of BB Corps bats. The numbers can prove it too, because the numbers that I was getting on my exit velos and the distance, I really didn't get close to that in some of the other BB Corps bats. Yeah, just overall, it's been really fun. Know that you were a part of it and that a lot of kids are going to love to use it. Yeah, super excited.
Oh, we got a good one. 1-1 is the score. 25th minute goal from Angelo Zambelli from Alex Devereaux. And the other one coming in the 43rd minute from Marty Alajian, assisted by Brooklyn Leho. But we're talking goals right now, but we want to talk about what happened last week. We got a great one here. We did some voting for goal of the week. Take a look at these 5 goals. We're going to tell you who won right after that. Play from the Nationals has been really, really solid in this first game. Thinking about how they have it, as a cross comes in, Hodgson gets a touch, he gets the first goal!
MichiganRefs.org.
MichiganRefs.org, there you go.
Thanks for the assist, Jeff.
Shot far post, a goal! What interesting ball there from... It's the ball played into Townsend, gets a touch. Townsend finds the goal! 18. Here comes the corner. Header down in the goal. Oh, top. Shot low. It's a goal. Borjas from Detroit, Michigan.
So that was the goal of the week. We had 5 of them that were up for voting, and the winner is none other than National Soccer number 7 Carson Hodgson with the first ever goal in the history of National Soccer. That came back on April the 20th against FK Olympic. It was the first time we've ever done the goal of the week, and we will continue to do that here on the Michigan Soccer Network. Some good goals here tonight that might make that reel here come Monday morning. But now I'm joined by none other than Robert Brinkman, the commissioner of the UPSL and the general manager of Nationals Pro. Welcome here to the broadcast.
Thank you, sir. Glad to see you again. Glad to be back.
Well, I'm glad to have you here. We've had some time to talk on the broadcast before, back last summer. But looking at the UPSL, what's going on this season and how things are developing, what are your thoughts overall at the start of the season?
I mean, so far it's new. New teams. Teams are just getting back into it, so I think we're all testing waters, seeing what's going to fit. I think we have a couple more weeks here before we start seeing some really, really good soccer between some of these teams where they are able to train. We got a lot of kids that are still away at school for a lot of these teams. So I'm excited to see what's going to happen moving down the road here.
Yeah, we've got 3 new teams. Obviously, Alante FC right now is currently sitting in that first place spot with 6 points. Detroit United is in second. You guys are currently sitting in that 5th spot, and FK Olympic just below you. The 3 new teams are making some noise.
Yeah, and I'm glad. That means I'm doing a good job bringing in the right teams, and I'm not going to say too much until we get towards the middle of the season, and then I can toot my own horn on that one. on the how good these teams are. But, hey, the biggest thing is I'm glad that we were able to bring in some new teams. I'm happy to work with everybody in this league and with outside this league, as you know. Like, that's who I am. I'm going to try and do my best to help and grow the sport in Michigan as much as possible.
Well, no question, you're one of the hardest working people I know, and you love the game of soccer. You've done a great job here, not only with UPSL, but bringing national soccer out here to Oak University, and I know what you're doing on a daily basis. What are your thoughts about tonight's game so far for the Nationals?
I mean, honestly, I think we're still finding our groove. We haven't had too many practices, and our team chemistry is not there yet. We're in that finals week too for a lot of guys. So, mines are here, but I know mines are, hey, I need to get an A on this test to pass my class right now too. So, I think 45 minutes is what we needed to warm up, and I think we'll see a different team here in the second half for sure.
No question. Well, hey, Robert, thank you, man, for joining us here. We're going to get back here to the second half here in just a moment. You're watching live soccer coverage on the Michigan Soccer Network.
Kickstart Toddler Soccer is a developmental program that helps turn timid toddlers into confident athletes. It starts here, where our youngest players are learning how to move and control their bodies. At these ages, mom and dad will work on the field with their little one. The curriculum focuses on balance, coordination, following directions, and parallel play. It's okay if it starts off with tears or some hesitation. They're just figuring out their new environment. As they progress through the program, our older age groups will start to learn the basic skills and fundamentals of the game, slowly gaining confidence with the ball at their feet. We are taking registrations right now. With 6 Metro Detroit locations, you can be sure to find one near you. Come join us next session and see what the fun is all about. Check us out at kickstarttoddlersoccer.com and come play with us today.
Probably the second half back underway. Thank you for coming back and joining us here this Saturday evening alongside my broadcast partner, Mr. Steve Best. My name's Jonathan Turner. And the second half is underway as in Detroit will be in all white kits going left to right on your screen. Nationals in all blue kits going right to left. 1-1 game.
Yeah, I think we'll see what kind of halftime adjustments were made. I expect much of the same from Inter Detroit out of the way they ended the first half. Try to keep on the front foot, creating some chances. And for Nationals, I can only expect to see them try to get back to their ways at the beginning of the first half, where they were connecting the ball a little bit more, creating some good combination play, and using set pieces and free kicks like the one here to create opportunities.
Andrew Schwartz will take this free kick about 40 yards or so from frame. Ball comes in, a good ball. Ball goes to the goal scorer, Marty. Schwartz looking here for number 17, Stankovic. Going to go over the top for Zambelli. Out comes Pierce, and he's able to corral that in.
Good job by Pierce, quick off his line. Take away that opportunity for Nationals.
See no changes as of right now. Something we haven't really talked about during this game is how fluid these rosters really are. Something that we see on a daily and a weekly basis from game to game to game, where we see a complete roster overhaul, it seems like, for some of these games.
Yeah, I think at this level and across the country, you run into roster issues with availability and guys who are in school or have jobs and sometimes always trying to improve and make changes. So sometimes these rosters can be complete overhauls from week to week. And we see that a little bit tonight. Some new fresh faces for both sides. Toluso there with a lovely ball in.
Demeraux now inside the 18, down at the end line, trying to cut it back, and it's going to stay on the pitch.
Go ahead,
Josh
John,
Pierce.
You can finish the bite.
Easy there.
I had you covered, man. I was taking us in. I was like, he's got this one. I was waiting for you to open up the Diet Coke.
I was getting ready to toss that out to the side. I don't know what you're talking about there, Steve. My mouth was not full of food. 1-1 game. Saturday night soccer under the lights at Oakland University is UPSL Week 3 matchup between Inter Detroit and National Soccer in their first season in existence. Special shout out to our broadcast partner, The Prep, doing an amazing job here tonight. If only you could see the 30 people up here in the press box with us.
Wonderful crew, all our camera people, our graphic people, our producers.
Family and friends.
Everybody running a great show back here. Shout out to Chad. He's got his team working in great continuity back here. As we can see there, just put his forearm right into his back there from Bowens, and a foul coming out for Nationals. All right, John, I know we go down this road sometimes. What's your favorite dipping sauce for a chicken tender? What's the dipping
honestly,
dipping
it depends on what I'm eating. Oh, this ball into Marty. A little heavy there. He was wide open. That's a wasted opportunity, but it's a great question to be asking. Depending on what I'm having, like if I'm eating a chicken tender like I am right now.
Does it depend where that tender is from?
It does.
Okay.
Like McDonald's, like getting sweet and sour. Their sweet and sour sauce is a home run for me.
It's unique to them too.
It is.
Not many other places have the sweet and sour.
And their sweet and sour is completely different than that of like going to like a Wendy's where their sweet and sour is.
Yeah.
I think Wendy's sweet and sour with their nuggets is great, but you take their nugget with a chicken nugget from McDonald's, it doesn't taste the same. No. Sauce does make a difference.
Are you Wendy regular nugget or Wendy spicy nugget?
Oh, I like both. I like both. But I even though I don't know why we're talking about food right now, but last year we got yelled at that during the UPSL final. We were talking about some food, and
people thought we were the Food Network.
They did. They thought we were the Michigan Food Network. Maybe one day. I like talking food. So Grant Harrison says ranch or barbecue sauce are the only acceptable answer.
See, I'm with him. Barbecue and ranch.
Oh, it's ball into Townsend inside the 18, and Mikey Swartz. Good defensive play by him. And down goes Swartz from Townsend. One-time shot. That goes wide.
We start talking food. We start getting some engagements in our Twitter or our YouTube comments. So
go figure. Talking about ranch or blue cheese dressing or something like that. How about chicken wings? Chicken wings are different than chicken nugget.
Flats or drums?
I like
flats.
Flats. I like
Good
traditional
answer.
wings.
The only answer.
Ball is intended there for Soltis and broken up. Some end-to-end action here early on in this second half. Townsend gets tied up, no foul called. Oh, in there for Demeraux, but McCarty able to, nice little cheeky move from him. You don't usually see that from a center back defensively doing a little back heel like that.
That was a composed play from McCarthy there in the back. Make sure he could get the clearance.
Zambelli receives his ball. Middle of the pitch. Over the top for Zambelli. Can get a touch on it. Out comes Pierce, and he's able to grab that. That was an acrobatic save with a little bit of luck.
Yeah, great job by Pierce again off his line. And, when those goalkeepers do come off the line quick and get set, they force the attacker to have to make a decision here. As you can see, Pierce come out quick, get his hands up big, and kind of probably startled Demeraux a little bit. And he wasn't able to get a good shot off and keep this game knotted up at 1.
Now Mikey Schwartz has this on the far side of the pitch, all the way back to Heisch. Can hear the crowd there in the background having fun here tonight at Oak University Upper Field Stadium. As a foul was just called in favor of the Nationals. I'm not sure if ranch or barbecue sauce are the only acceptable answers. I feel like honey mustard could get a shout in there too.
Yeah, it's a popular one in our household. Our household is the honey mustard or just ketchup, which I think can't go unnoticed. If we did a top 5, I'm sure it would make it up there. With goals of the week, we're gonna have dipping sauce of the week for next week, John. You're gonna see goals and your favorite dipping sauce on Michigan Soccer Network. Get your vote in. See how many times people vote for sweet and sour.
I want to make this clear: we are not, we are not ESPN or Fox.
Far from it.
We like to have fun up here, and if you'd like to join us every weekend, we'll have lots of games for you coming up. We got 49 games booked for this spring. We have another 100 to review that I got to look through, along with tryout coverage.
We can talk a lot of food.
we are talking about. We have some great things coming to the network. We are in the process right now of building a studio. About to see some subs coming in here for the Nationals. A sub. Stamkovic was looking there for Soltis. It broken up by Trask. Condiments of the week brought to you by the Michigan Soccer Network. I don't know, Grant. I don't know condiments of the week. Okay, so blue cheese or ranch with your traditional wings.
Ranch.
Oh, yeah, I'm the same way, man.
I can't do the blue cheese dressing. I can do crumble blue cheese, but not.
Okay,
not
fair enough.
dressing.
I'm like a chopped salad or something like that. Okay, yeah, that sounds good, actually. Ball's broken up. No foul called. Actually, went out to their local restaurant here a couple weeks ago called the Rochester Chop House and Oyster Bar. It's our first.
Good things. Heard good things.
They serve steak with hash browns and blue cheese crumbles on top of it. It's fantastic. As though we're going to see here, the first action of the season is Sebastian Dembowski. Sebastian, number 9, will be taking off Angelo Zambelli, the goal scorer. That's what we want to do, is maybe do like a review. Take the Michigan Soccer Network on the road and try some restaurants out. Tell us where we should go. Maybe we'll make our way there, Steve.
Absolutely.
Had a chance to go to a place called Arch and Jake's this past week.
It's pretty delicious.
It was. There's some serious holding going on there. It should be maybe a yellow card. I was going to say, yeah. That's Toulouse getting a yellow card. First yellow card of the match. That yellow card coming in the 56th minute. Silly play.
Yeah, just an unnecessary foul there from Toulouse in the middle. He loses the ball, kind of gets off balance, and then just proceeds to hold the attacker there for Inter Detroit. Clearly stopping a promising attack or a tactical type foul, and that's going to get you a booking most times.
The question about that is Soltis, a bicycle kick over his back and goes back to Casey McCarthy. Love hearing the crowd noise in the background. It's good. The ambiance of a soccer match is hearing the communication and the crowd noise and people getting excited.
Yeah, it is a nice feel compared to a big stadium type where you aren't able to hear necessarily all the coaches or sometimes the communication on the field, and you can get a real good feel for sometimes the good communication, the miscommunication, what the points trying to get across from the sidelines into their teams. It is a unique setting.
As Pierce will knock us out wide to Perez. Into the foot and feet of Marty, and the misplayed there. Out for a throw-in for the Nationals. 58th minute, 1-1 game. UPSL Week 3 action. I'm just hopeful that with the start of May tomorrow, it'll start to get warmer here in Michigan. How about you, Steve? You're wearing a winter jacket.
I'm looking forward to some more consistent 60-degree plus days. Hopefully coming this week. Spent too many days in a winter coat in April here.
Good shoulder-to-shoulder action there from Toulouseau and Flatch as he knocks us out wide to Leho. Got an assist here earlier in the match as he finds Quincy Bowens, far side, inside to Townsend. Trying to bring it down. That's going to be like an offside position. He's coming all the way back from an offside, but not called. As Demerol plays this long to Soltis. It's a good ball. McCarthy there to defend. I'm going to say last touched off of Inter Detroit. Toulouseau inside to the 6, and it's going to go all the way out for a goal kick. Interesting play, though, on that, because it looked as though Bowens was in an offside position. He was tracking back to receive that ball just a few moments ago, Steve.
Yeah, tight decision, kind of far away from us. There's a lot of moving pieces there, so kind of difficult to see as we see here this on the replay. You see the Inter Detroit player get the last touch. He doesn't like it, but I think the referees there got the right decision. Just the slightest there touch from the Inter Detroit player and out for a Nationals throw. But back to your point on that offsides, it's a real tough, a lot of moving pieces, a lot of defenders and attackers there. The assistant referee, she was down there in position. She's got the best look, and we'll trust with her judgment there that she made the right decision.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I'm just asking the question.
Yeah, it definitely did appear that it was close to being off. It was a play in which he was tracking back from what appeared to be an offside position.
Oh, ball given away there is Stankovic now inside the 20, into the 18. Shot there and saved by Pierce. A little toe poke there. Trying to sneak one by Pierce, and Pierce is there to make the save.
Yeah, Stemenkovic gets the ball on the turnover, drives towards the net. Gets the ball on his right foot, tries for a little toe poke to maybe put one over the goalkeeper, but no problem there for goalkeeper Josh Pierce.
As this ball now swings out here to Perez. And they just keep giving it away right now. That's going to be the story here. If they keep giving these balls away, these turnovers, especially in the third of the field. He finds Toulouseau, unfortunately, offsides. It's going to be called.
Another tight decision, but again, some good attacking play here from the Nationals. As looks like we have some substitutes coming in for Inter Detroit.
We have 22 and 28. And 29 coming in. 29 is Dante Perry, and he'll step in.
It looks like Luke Kearns checking in for Inter Detroit. And
so Soltis will come off as Perry.
I believe that might be number 26, Marco Pompanillo. Hello, McFly. Someone's phone's going off.
that was the best thing I've heard all day. I've heard a lot. So 22 is Luke Kearns. Ball over the top for Bylon, and he was in an offside position.
Yeah, Dante Perry coming in for Nationals. plays his college ball at Adrian University, Division III school. Local kid out of Plymouth High School. Went to Plymouth Salem High School.
Toulouse has the ball here on the near side, all the way back to Someth. A little poke check there by Marty. Never seems to fail that when we add a substitution that one of the players from one of the teams, we don't have any idea who they are.
It's like a game of guess who. Just
as my partner earlier today, Rima was saying that's a bingo card. Is what it's just whatever we can find, just throw it on a card.
Yep.
Look, we should start talking about food again and get some more comments.
The engagement started to go up.
Good play there by Stankovic. He's tied up, a foul being called.
As we move into the last under the last half hour of play here, you're gonna see both sides really trying to push, make that push to find that go-ahead goal to get those 3 points. Both sides know how important every 3 points will be each week, and an opportunity tonight for both sides to reach out and grab it. Both sides have found the back of the net early, and a chance to get those 3 points and find the victory tonight.
Toulouse inside the box. That's cleared out. All at Townsend's feet. He looked to turn and find Marty and broken up. Oh, that ball bounced luckily into Townsend's face, and he's now inside the 18. Mikey Schwartz there, been a reliable source here defensively for the Nationals tonight. Able to put that one out for a corner, stopping an obvious goal-scoring opportunity.
Yeah, Townsend here tried to drive it in, but Mikey Schwartz got over there just in the nick of time and prevented any ball to be played across. But a corner here, one for Inter Detroit, another attacking opportunity.
But the way that ball bounced off of his face, right down to his feet like that, was pretty impressive.
Sometimes
the technical fundamental training that they do. Ball swings into the 18 off the corner, and maybe on Page now will shove down a player from the Nationals on the far side there, I believe. Not quite sure who that was. That's one of the subs, I believe.
Another corner one, though, for Inter Detroit.
There's that ball up the face.
Yeah,
right,
just
look at that, like just right on. Just
a lucky bounce to it. He took it right at the face, fell right in stride for Townsend, and again, upon him winning that corner, and then the loose ball won a second corner here to start the second half for Inter Detroit, and a key opportunity, the chance to put themselves up here 2-1.
All swings in the mixer. Cleared out. That should be, if it goes out, a throw in for Inter Detroit. Xander Heiss is the goalkeeper for the Nationals tonight. Earned a clean sheet his first time up here last week as this ball is swung inside the 6. Up Heiss goes, and he's able to bring that one down with ease.
Yeah, not too much trouble there. He didn't have any pressure immediately on him, but it was good for him to go up, extend, get that ball at its highest point.
Perry, unfortunately, in an offside position, off by a mile.
Yeah, there was some hesitation there from Stamenkovic. Just a little bit of delay on the pass and caught Perry in an offside position.
We see some more subs coming in here for both sides. As though Ludwig will step on and will take off number 19, Adrian Rupke. So now Ludwig actually had the assist last week, April 20th, against FK Olympic when Wow, Carson Hodgson had the game winner in their first ever game.
It's a so everyone knows at home, I believe that substitution for Inter Detroit, number 24, another mystery man.
Great.
Another bingo.
Another bingo bango.
Another bingo bango. An unidentified player.
Was it UPO?
UPO. Unidentified player object.
Oh, boy.
A couple UPOs in the UPSL.
Perez here on the near side finds 24. That's Ryan Rowe, the head coach of Inter Detroit. Ryan Rowe. We were just talking before the game. You know, he welcomed the new baby here back in the fall. Got his hands full with the baby and the young men of his Inter Detroit squad. And that's a long ball over the top. Perry, as Pierce will come out and take charge of that and knock it up. To Luke Kearns there, got his first touch of the game.
It was a good run in from Perry. He saw the ball getting played, timed himself up beautifully, just a little bit too long. Good job from Pierce to come off his line and make that play.
Grant Harrison, you're so used to be scoring, understanding well made. I guess that's why I called his name. It was a Freudian slip, mainly because Grant Harrison would be the only commenter tonight's game. So that's probably why. As Jordan Glazer now gets in on the fun.
If we could award him some barbecue ranch, we would.
My boy Grant living rent-free in Nationals heads. Someth. Stamkovic all the way back to Mikey Swartz, captain, center back tonight for the Nationals. 1-1 is the score. You're watching live soccer presented by the Prep. One of the leaders in covering sports here, youth, amateur sports, high school sports in the area. I'm alongside my broadcast partner, Steve Besk. I'm Jonathan Turner. Coming to you live, frozen from Oakland University's Tundra. On this Saturday evening, Townsend looks to turn, giving away. Stamkovic now. He's got Perry. He's offsides by a mile. Won't get the ball, though. '70th minute, just 20 minutes to go in this game number 2 for national soccer in their history. 1-1 is the score. Steve's prediction still lives on. He said 3-1 in favor of the Nationals. It's 1-1. He can score 2 more. They can score 2.
We need some fireworks late for that one to hit.
Ball comes across and it's deflected out for a corner.
Another substitution here for Inter Detroit. Looks like number 17, Fausto Cuevas, going to be checking into the game for Inter Detroit. Try to see who he replaces here, but we've seen Cuevas before. Very skillful player. He was their leading goal scorer for the team last season. So any fresh legs you want to bring on the bench, a guy like Cuevas is a guy that can bring some offense here for Inter Detroit.
No question about that. All comes in the mixer, and it's going to go right into the arms of Heisch. Cuevas, 24-year-old, physical and skillful leading goal scorer for the UPSL side last fall. He's from Lyon, France. Lyon, France, thank you. Actually, I'm sorry, he's from Lincoln Park, Michigan. Looked at the wrong one.
Same thing.
It's close. My spotting board is that's broadcaster terminology 101.
You were talking about Mr. Tanguy Flatchez, who is from Lyon, but Mr. Fausto Cuevas, he's a Lincoln Park native. We got the foul there, just a little bit of a grab and a foul coming in here for Inter Detroit.
Heck, Bob, the goal scorer's name isn't Marty, it's Martig. We appreciate appreciate that. We did have a chance to speak with Marty, and
he told us call him Marty.
He did tell us to call him Marty.
He wants the Brazilian one name. He said, call me Marty.
So that's what we were going to do. My producer next to me, I've never seen somebody eat a blow pop in one bite, but he's able to do it. So more kudos.
Hard shell and all. No shame in Chad's game, let me tell you. You know those psychos that eat popsicles like
Free kick
chew
comes
that?
in.
I feel like that's Chad.
Now it's ball right into 24, and this goes over the top inside the 6 and just blows that opportunity.
We wish we could give him credit. We don't have him on a roster to announce him by name, but a lovely ball whipped in here. A header from Bowen back across, right on the doorstep, and he can't put it on frame. A missed opportunity there for Inter Detroit to take the lead, and Nationals will be counting their blessings there to escape that moment there without conceding a goal.
I mean, inside the 6, there's no reason why that should not be a goal. I mean, obviously the ball's bouncing around, getting a good touch on it, but
yeah, Heisch was kind of, had given up and stayed back on his line and conceded to the fact that ball might end up in the back of the net. But the Inter Detroit forward, the mystery man, number 24 himself, just apparently no name, didn't want to get on the score sheet tonight, so we'll leave it blank.
Dembowski on the far side there. I was fighting strong against Brooklyn Leho and went out for a throw-in for Inter Detroit. Now Demro got an assist tonight. Ball inside to Toulousa. Now he's on the far side. Dembowski, it's a hospital ball. And now here come Inter Detroit on the counter. Over the top. It's a good ball into 24. Good defensive play by Someth. Oh, miscommunication defensively. 24 still has it, but a foul was called. Never heard the whistle.
Yeah, it appeared there might have just been a soft fall coming out. Neither of us heard the whistle there until we saw everyone stop and play. I wasn't even sure a foul was called, but seen Inter Detroit here, really make some adjustments in that at halftime, even right before half, and started to try to change the tone of this game and really change that tide of the momentum and getting on the front foot, and they've done so tonight.
Lynn plays over the top. It's McCarthy, broken up there by Someth. Trying to settle this down on the Nationals. 1-1 game.
Your Coach Larson talk about taking responsibility for the game, and right now some silly, costly turnovers from Nationals. Really trying to remind his players to take ownership of every possession, every play, every pass, because it can make or break the game, especially here with just a few minutes to go.
In a game like this, a turnover could be costly, and that could put you down.
Good work there from Ludwig. Try to drive forward, take the possession, break the line, and win himself a free kick and win his team an opportunity here.
Pompino is the one that fouled our player, and that's Rick Larson, the head coach of the Nationals in his first year here, in this first year of existence. So the Nationals
surrounded there by assistant coaches Warhead Sampson and Gruntik Chatterjee.
Ball's inside the box. Perry heads it up and right into the arms, easy arms of Mr. Josh Pierce. Speaking of coaching, right, he's the place for Rick Larson at Schoolcraft College.
Yeah, he knows him well. Knows it's going to take a lot to find a second goal past him tonight.
Perry, you can tell his first touch is not there. He just entered in. He found him a couple times, timing-wise, in an offside position. Trying to find his way here as a substitute for the Nationals in the second half. See that? Townsend trying to fight hard here. And then cleared up by Sean Avery. Perry's going to keep fighting for this. Pierce is going to stay back, and it's going to be smartly headed into his arms. That could have been dangerous.
Smart play there from the defender to recognize that the best option was play the ball back with his head, allow his goalkeeper to be able to pick it up and get out of danger as Perry was putting the pressure on.
Ball played over the top, and Swartz is able to head that down as Cuevas goes down. Referee says nothing doing there. Looked pretty close to a foul, but we weren't there, as you have been saying so all night.
Cuevas did appear that he was almost going to the ground a little bit before any contact had happened. Maybe it was just a little bit off balance. Referee right there saying no foul and move on.
Far side. Sean Avery there to defend for the Nationals as the ball comes inside the 18 and then cleared out there by Andrew Swartz, center back for the Nationals. A good job tonight, the Swartz brothers, defensively for the Nationals.
Been solid all night, in covering for one another, covering from some of their other backs when they're making attacking runs. They've formed a strong partnership here early on for Nationals in the UPSL.
Good fight there by Ludwig as now Toulouse finds Demeraux. Out wide here to Ludwig. Ludwig had an assist last week that we talked about earlier. Looking in there for Demeraux. Ball's broken up now. Demeraux's off. If he wasn't offside before, he was definitely offside there.
Yeah, he made a good attacking run. Kept driving up the field. And we talked earlier in the first half, Demeraux had really been a difference maker, a key player there for the Nationals. Kind of been a little bit missing here in the second half. And you see even on some of these little opportunities when he is involved, you can see the Nationals are a much more dangerous side when Demeraux is driving the ball and involved in the attack.
We are looking for sponsors, so if you happen to have a heating company that provides portable heaters, we would love to have you be part of our team here, especially as we move into May and June, where it probably will be snowing here in Michigan.
Another sub coming in for Inter Detroit.
Townsend will step off.
Looks like I want to say it was number 8 that was checking in, but
well, 8's already on the pitch.
Peyton Trask, that was may have been.
Take a look here in a second. We'll get the proper substitutes number here for you. As Perez will bring this back in. It's number 9. Out comes Heisch, and he very aggressive there as he punches that out. It looks as though Peyton Trask got the brunt of that one. As the energy and aggressiveness seems to be picking up here later in this match, 80th minute.
Yeah, I mean, you expect to see that in a 1-1 game. Both teams really trying hard in these last several minutes to find and do everything they can to find that winning goal, and every tackle means more, and you're going to see that aggression level go up.
So Jose Aguilar has now stepped in for Inter Detroit. This ball makes its way all the way back to Davion Page. Saw the picture there of Xander Heiss, the goalkeeper for the Nationals. Again, aggressively coming out there. Not sure if you got a good clean piece of that or not. I had to look at the replay again, but came out aggressively, and Peyton Trask got the brunt of that one as he stayed down for a few moments.
Yeah, I think both goalkeepers tonight have been very active off their lines, very key components to keeping this game tied at 1.
Cuevas inside and right into the hands of Heisch.
Very important always, having a commanding goalkeeper who's active off his line, can prevent some of those chances by being active off his line is very key at all levels. And we're seeing that tonight from both Pearson and Heisch, two very good goalkeepers, and keeping their teams in it.
Love the views, keep them coming. Love the comments as the ball was driven into the chest from Toulouse. And then Aguilar played it to Trask as he's looking back for Aguilar, and it's broken up there by Mikey Swartz. Out wide now, Stavovic. Looking there and for Perry, not able to bring it in, but Dembowski gets a touch on it. He gets by Page. There's 1v1 there for a second, but Dembowski's just getting fouled.
Yeah, a 1v1 opportunity quickly turned into a 1v4. wisely, he pulled up, held the ball, and you can see here a good win by Perry, a good advantage given by the referee, an attack. You know, see there, right there, he pulls up, he notices he's 1v3, 1v4, smartly holds up the ball, waits for his teammates to support, and he wins a tackle, and smartly done there from the Nationals.
Dangerous opportunity coming here for the Nationals, 30 yards from goal. We've seen goals scored from this distance before in the season, especially at Gabriel Richard in Riverview.
Looks like Toulousa's might going to stand over and take it.
Looks like Schwartz is going to take his left-footed bender just over the bar. Good opportunity from him. I was looking at the replay here in just a second.
Yeah, Schwartz tried to catch him just a little bit off balance there, shot from distance, and just over the top of the bar. Did appear that goalkeeper Josh Pierce did have it covered.
That he did. So now here come Inter Detroit. Oh, good patient defensive play there by Mikey Schwartz as Dembowski now gets this, and he's just taken down again. I don't know much about Sebastian Dembowski, but from here he looks a little small. Am I wrong? I mean,
he may be small, but he
plays big.
He's been very dynamic since subbing on, finding ways to get into the attack, to create opportunities, and not letting his size deter him away from making some impactful plays here tonight.
No question. But he's been dangerous every time he's gotten the ball thus far, especially in that middle of the field. And clearly Davion Page, center back from Inter Detroit, feeling that way as well. Demro, good defensive play, and now here come the Nationals in transition. We'll bring any more statistics into this one, as I did in the first half, about transition goals and those percentages, Steve. I learned my lesson. 84% of all stats are made up.
That's spot on. It's 100% accurate, actually.
Oh, Dembowski.
Checks my stats.
Oh, look in there for Mikey Schwartz, and that was broken up. Things are getting exciting here at Oak University. 1-1 is the score. Nationals looking to get their second win in club history. So a foul has been called. Holding, I believe, is now we have another sub coming on here. Now this is Shea Shastari, number 30. Last game he was number 22. I'm not going to explain why he wanted to change. Remember, Shea Shastari, long-time soccer player. Played for Detroit City FC. As this ball's played inside, out comes Pierce with the grab. Someth loses it. Aguilar looking to play it through into 24, and nothing doing there. Someth, as now the Nationals come here on the counter, finds Dembowski. Unfortunately, he's offsides. Makes its way all the way through, and restart coming for Inter Detroit. That's right, as Grant Harrison says, Shea, LFG. Let's go is basically what he's saying there. For all those people who don't know all the different ways of saying things now in the 2022 verbiage.
As we enter the last 3-4 minutes here, you're going to see both teams really throwing everything they can to try to get that go-ahead goal.
Ball put over the top. The foul is being called as number 17, Cuevas, was fouled right at the Golden Grizzly.
It's a good job there by the referee to wait and see if that play developed, make sure no advantage was there to give, and then rightfully brings the foul back.
Perez now near side. And played back to McCarthy. Good switch to Perez here near side. And that's blocked by Someth. And cleared up and out. 1-1, 87th minute. Not sure what stoppage time we're going to see here. Had some subs.
Yeah, a couple of substitutions. I imagine maybe 2 minutes, maybe 3. Can't really see too much more than that getting put on the board.
We saw an unusual 2 minutes in the first half.
Yeah, well, we did have 2 goals, so those are usually the reasons for the stoppage: substitutions, goals, or any kind of injury. So I can imagine with just a few substitutions here, maybe 1 to 2 minutes.
Ball is played here near side to Ludwig, and it just goes over his head as the wind continues to swirl. Here in Rochester Hills, Michigan. It's supposed to be a pretty terrible day tomorrow, I understand. Rainy and cold all day long. Thank goodness we're not covering any soccer, Steve. It's our day off.
I will be enjoying the day, catching up on some laundry.
Some sleep.
Some sleep, for sure.
Shastari gets a touch on this, finds Ludwig here, and offside will be called.
He knew right away. Ludwig didn't even continue the run. He glanced across the back line, knew he was offside the moment the ball was played. And again, this has been an issue that we saw with Nationals early in the season. In the first game, as you saw there, just the timing is just a touch off, a step off, and they'll get those things corrected. And in doing so, they will create more chances. And that's how Nationals has been dangerous in both these opening games, by creating those lines, testing those back lines.
Yeah, and that's what Robert Brinkman was talking about during the halftime break, about how training and how they haven't had a chance to do that. And on the training pitch, on the training grounds is where continuity comes from. And the foundation of building these combination plays in the middle of the park that lead to attacking third opportunities, which right now are remiss in this game because again timing is off.
Yeah, and it's really getting those understanding the speed of your teammates, understanding how certain players make runs. Those types of things can be a little bit different from player to player, and understanding what type of ball needs to be played for what player.
Not quite sure how many minutes of stoppage time the fourth official did raise up the board, but never showed it to us. It was zeros, but we're going to have some stoppage time as we are now officially in the 90th minute. This ball go all the way back to Pierce. We're going to have 3 minutes of stoppage time. Thank you to our wonderful broadcast team of the Prep, doing their due diligence. Without them, we would never know.
Looks like there was a handling there. Yeah, it came right off his arm. Inter Detroit player looks frustrated, but 100% the correct call. His arm was away from his body. Played right off his bicep.
Ball's thrown right into Nabowski. Shea Shastari now to Toulouso, who looks to play this on the far side of the pitch. Oh, good ball to Ludwig. Went backwards with that for some reason. Ball comes in. Now Shastari's there just over his head. Can Toulouso keep it in? No, he can't. Not sure why Ludwig played it back there. He had an opportunity right there top of the 18 to maybe do something with that.
Yeah, you could see even some of the players around him, as well as the coaching staff here on the near side, kind of looked around in confusion. They did end up getting a chance out of it there, as we see on the replay. Just a little bit too long for the attacker on the far side, but not sure what Ludwig was seeing there. Again, maybe no communication from his teammates to let him know he had time.
Oh, Ludwig just misplays that. Looking for Toulouso, and now here come Inter Detroit, 24. Toulouso went down, but nothing there as Aguilar was going for that ball. And now Cuevas will pick it up. Dangerous player. As Perry comes in, and no foul there, says the referee. That could create some extracurricular activity here as we end this game. 1-1 is the score. We're in second minute of stoppage time right now as Demro pulls up. Trying to stay warm on a night like tonight. It's not easy as he goes down.
Cramp. Right calf cramp.
Doubtful return.
Our producer is yelling out cramp, saying doubtful to return.
He's better than Adam Schefter. I tell you what. We're getting instant injury analysis.
Just this in. Just in. We have a trade coming.
Am I live? He's going to the Bucks.
See here, Kearns with a nice little cut back. And right there is when he pulled up. You could just see, not sure if it's
see an immediate sub.
Maybe a hamstring or maybe a calf, maybe a cramp, but it was looks like he's holding the back of his right leg there, so it might be a hamstring issue. But Kearns made a real good cut there and caught him, and unfortunately
Luke Lowe, well, he will not return now. It's not doubtful anymore. It is 100%. He will not return. As Luke Lloyd steps on the pitch. Toulouseau looking for Dembowski possibly. He does. Dembowski gets behind. Pierce is there, and out comes, gets the ball.
Again,
might be the last opportunity for them.
Well played from Pierce off his line. To totally diffuses the situation by being smart, aware, quick off his line. Let's come get that ball.
We're officially at the 3rd minute of stoppage time as this ball is thrown right into Shea. To Star, and that's last touch off Enter Detroit. Maybe this last opportunity here for the Nationals to get a goal.
30 seconds remaining in extra time. 30 seconds remaining in extra time.
Shea Sestari receives it. He's offside. Story of the night for, and so far this season for the Nationals as they continue to find that last line of defense, that second to last defender, is that'll do it here. A 1-1 draw, and as Ted Lasso would say, no one likes a draw.
No, but I think tonight it was deserving, both sides. You know, both sides had opportunities to take to go up 2-1. We saw a missed sitter from Inter Detroit here in the second half. We saw several opportunities from Nationals. You know, both sides created opportunities. Just wasn't able to find that go-ahead goal. But I think both sides will be happy to take the 1 point and to move on. And you know, I think these are two very formidable sides in the league this year. And I think we're going to be seeing Inter Detroit and Nationals up towards the top of this standings as we progress through the season, John.
Yeah, no question about that. We're going to step aside here. So 1-1 is the final score. When we come back here, we'll talk our player of the game, give you some final information, and kick it out of here. But you're watching Live Soccer presented by the Prep on the Michigan Soccer Network.
Hey moms and dads, are you looking for a program to keep your toddler active this winter? Kickstart Toddler Soccer is the perfect cure for the winter blues. And now you can find us at the amazing Legacy 925 Center, located in the heart of Oxford, Michigan. Check us out at kickstarttoddlersoccer.com and come play with us today.
We begin with your dream, your drive, your grit, the heart and vision of every member of your team. We take it all, and from those threads of greatness, we weave a uniform of a champion. In many ways, our sport is just like yours. We've brought together a team of elite designers. We've put in the time and the sweat, perfecting our craft over 14 years. We've outfitted thousands of teams for thousands of victories, approaching each new project, each new game, like it's the only one we'll ever play. And let's be honest, we've done it all with a quality so unmatched that some can't help but call it perfection. You know, it's more than just a shirt. Look like a champion, play like a champion. A champion powered by the G. Hashtag GBrandUSA. GBrandUSA. Elite design, unmatched quality, American pride. We're proudly made in the USA.
Welcome back into Oakland University. A 1-1 game. That's your final. In a few moments, we'll have our player of the game. We'll have some final thoughts from our coaching staff here from the Nationals. Overall, pretty good game. Opportunities on both sides of the ball there, Steve. And take a look at some of the replays here. You know, again, the goalkeepers tonight were solid. You know, Steve, they were able to, you know, keep this a 1-1 game for both sides. They were not the issue. Good defensive play there by Casey McCarthy to stop that obvious shot that was going to probably end up in a goal. As Zambelli, you see the goal there, assisted by Alex Demereau.
A great individual effort from Demereau to win the ball along the end line, keep the ball alive, and find Zambelli there in the middle of the field and tuck it home. Another opportunity here from Nationals. Goalkeeper Josh Pierce coming out, making a big save. And even though this missed opportunity from Inter Detroit there from Quincy Bowens goes without up on the board to put them up, it kind of turned the tide around for Inter Detroit as they used that as a turning point to create more offense. And here you see the goal from Marty.
Nice
great individual effort, top of the box, gets it on his favorite right foot, curls it to the back bar, and knots this one, ties this one up 1-1.
And that toe poke, you know, almost snuck one by Pierce.
Yeah, Staminkovic was also crucial in the second half for Nationals, creating opportunities up the left flank, but just couldn't find the back of the net. And this was the other missed opportunity from Inter Detroit, right there on the doorstep for 24. Should have buried that, should have put them up 2-1. Missed opportunities, kind of story of the night here for both sides is, yes, they both created goals, but also missed chances.
And we're gonna kick this here. We'll be right back here on the Prep with our player of the game here in just a moment.
Chance for an individual effort to get to the assist, and played out well for us.
Yeah, there was numerous times tonight you made that extra effort to keep balls in play, to really give your team some other chances. What was it tonight that you guys found some success in breaking down into Detroit?
We found pockets right in front of the center backs that we really liked, and we were able to get touches on the ball there in the first half. Really helped us a lot to get that first goal. So.
And how fun is it to play with a guy like Zambelli, who is so talented that all you have to do is find a way to get him an opportunity, and that he's likely a good chance to bury it.
Yeah, we talked about it earlier. He's like the Ferrari of all cars. He's so good on the ball and so good at finishing. So it's really good to get him the ball.
Well, thanks for joining us here. Congratulations, and best of luck the rest of the season.
Thank you. Thank you.
And now back to you, John.
Hey, thanks, Steve. Well done there, Alex Demereau, the assist to the goal there to Zambelli. Hard working tonight. That individual effort is what created that goal, and therefore tonight that's our player of the game here for the Nationals. Overall, good second game here for the Nationals. They go to 1-1-0 in the division for the standings, and Inter Detroit goes to 1-1-1 overall for them. We'll be back here next week with more and more soccer here on the Michigan Soccer Network. We're adding more and more games each and every day, Steve, it seems like. And we're excited where the direction is going to go here, and a lot more to come in the coming weeks. That's going to do it here for the month of April. The month of April is over with. Soccer is done. We head to a new month here starting tomorrow. Steve, man, thank you very much. A shout out to our broadcast team. You guys did fantastic as always. Shout out to Chad and Alex and all the camera operators. You guys are the best in the business. We will see you here once again on the Michigan Soccer Network and the Prep. Until next time, see ya.